I know it might have looked like I was interfering in your marriage, but believe me, I never wanted to get involved.
It was only a house, Grace.
It was more than that.
Yeah, I know. The fact that he kept it from me is the real problem, but he'll learn.
You have a daughter. She has a right to know.
I'll tell her when I'm good and ready.
You better make it snappy, Johnny. Because if you don't tell her today, I'm telling her tomorrow.
Do you remember a little girl named Hannah? She was in the clinic the other week in a car accident. There's no easy way to say this. She's my daughter.
Just me.
It's open, Carmen.
Hi. Hey, what are all these boxes? You going back into the kinky lingerie business?
Never again. That stuff's all for Stuart.
What's inside?
Dunno.
You haven't looked?
No. Business supplies, he said.
Oh, hopefully not bits and pieces of wee Nurse Jordan.
Carmen.
No, there's too many boxes. But I hear she's back at work tomorrow.
Well, she's not back yet, but the countdown's on, so Stuart better find a flat tonight.
Oh, dear, it's a bit like that, is it?
Yep.
Do you want a cuppa?
I'm going out, actually.
Who with?
Off to visit Mum.
Actually, Kirst, I came round to apologise.
Apologise.
I think I've been an interfering busybody, and it's not a good look.
All right, Greg and Lionel, you mean?
Yeah. Guy and I just didn't want to see you and Lionel throw something away that was really good. What with Greg coming in and confusing the issue.
I'm not confused.
I hear you're planning to keep seeing them both.
That's right. On my own terms, it's my 21st present to myself.
Well, that's great. It sounds like you've sort of got it under control.
Not sort of, Carmen, just under control.
Okay. I'm really sorry about sticking my oar in, and I promise I will keep it well out of the way in the future.
That's okay. Hey, thanks for caring. I suppose I've been pretty rude about it all.
No, look, it's completely understandable.
No, I've been quite defensive. It's just, I didn't really ask for any help, you know.
I know. But just so long as you do if you need it. All right?
Okay.
So, is there any particular reason for telling me this now? I mean, how long has it been? 7 years? 8 years?
No, Ellie, I only found out a couple of weeks ago when I talked to Lauren after the operation. We had a fling years ago. It was nothing.
Nothing?
It ended. We broke up. The end of story, I thought. I didn't even know she was pregnant. And then it was all before I met you. And now this.
So why didn't you tell me straight away?
I'm sorry, I should have. Just threw me for a bit of a loop.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. The money, the house, was that just a cover for the real secret?
No, bombing out on that just made it harder to tell you.
So what does Lauren want from you?
Nothing.
Well, why did she wait all these years to tell you then?
I don't know. It was a crisis.
So what are you gonna do now?
Whatever's the right thing, I guess.
What is the right thing, Johnny?
I wish I knew.
Well, when you figure it out, get back to me.
Two GMTs and a lager, thanks. Now, Kev, this friend of yours, is what you see what you get, or are there some hidden talents?
I'm sorry?
The Frog Man.
Oh, what's the matter? Neville feeling a bit threatened, aren't we?
No, I'm just sussing out what I'm up against. Not a lot by the looks.
Well, take some advice. Look a lot closer. Where's Kirsty?
She's visiting her dear mother.
Are you so sure?
You can't go yet. We just got here.
Well, I am.
But our drinks are coming.
So drink them.
Chris.
What now?
Meredith.
I was trying to have a pleasant evening.
Oh, it could have fooled me. What went wrong? It all looked so gorgeous. What happened?
All right, I'll tell you. She is totally neurotic and unpredictable. And if you must know, the letters MPD come to mind.
Hey?
Multiple personality disorder.
Oh, get real.
Yeah, well, you don't know her like I do, honey. What?
You have got it so bad.
Oh, you're right. Ooh,
I smell goss. Who are we skinning alive this time?
More like, whose lives are we not going to interfere in next?
I'm pleased to see you home at a reasonable hour tonight, Marjorie.
Oh, quite a demure evening this time, Ted. Laurie took me to a very nice little French restaurant. Good accordion player and everything.
Oh, it sounds divine. I think I'm the only romance-free zone in the world.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, in this house, anyway. Even my pimple prince was whisked away by a leather-clad bikie queen.
Oh, good Lord, Nick.
Precisely. Oh, it sounds like them now. You'll get a glimpse of the vision of loveliness if you're lucky.
Oh, maybe I've met her already at Ferndale.
Oh, what's the matter, Marj? Can't hack 2 overnighters in a row?
Oh, that's quite enough of that, thank you, young man. How did your evening go?
Mega.
What did you do?
Movies, cruise around the Harley. Oh, man, I thought I died and gone to heaven.
What's Brittany's story, Nick?
What's to tell? She's way cool, she's beautiful, and she's crazy about me.
I see. And she hasn't asked for help with the homework yet?
Get off. She doesn't want me for my brains.
Oh, that's good.
Look, it might be hard for you two to understand, but there is someone out there that can see that I'm actually pretty cool, all right? So get used to it.
Mr. Roger in Ward 4 had a satisfactory post-op night. However, his urine's dropped off to 0 in the past 2 hours. His BP's fine, so it looks like his catheter needs irrigation. Annie?
Can't wait.
Mr. Turafenua needs a pre-op chest X-ray, ECG and group and hold. His pre-med is due at 09...
Excuse me, Miss Crozier. I'd just like to remind everyone that the meeting to elect the management committee is in the staff room in half an hour.
How long will it be, Marj?
Not long. We just need a show of numbers to show Dr. McKenna we mean business about the uniforms.
We'll be there.
With bells on, Marj.
Very pleased to hear it.
Mr. Turafenua's pre-med due at 0900. Ms. Maloney's dressings to be reduced before Hilda arrives to mobilise her. And to top it all off, we have 4 admissions due in before lunch, all for surgery today.
Great, I love a party.
Carmen, if and when you have something useful to say, we'd all like to hear it. Until then, do us a favour. Now, can anybody give me any idea when Jo Jordan is likely to grace us with her presence? Fine. Well, if it's okay for doctors to disappear willy-nilly, it must be fine for nurses to do the same. We'll just have to battle on without her.
So, what's your idea of a truly romantic date?
Oh, Lionel, please. I haven't had a date since the moon landing.
Really?
No, it just feels that way. Whoops. Recovering from the ball of the year, are you?
Hard to tell, Jenny. Short lecture.
You two won't forget to go to school, will you? Hello again, Brittany.
Good morning, Mrs. Harrison.
Thank you for delivering my son home safely last night. Did you have a nice time?
Excellent,
Good
thanks.
movie.
Are you late for work?
Bye, Brittany.
Bye-bye.
Hope I didn't bore you with all that true life story stuff last night.
No way, you've had an incredibly difficult life.
Yeah,
Broken home, not knowing if your mother's really your mother. You've suffered heaps.
there's miles more. I mean, if you want, sometime we could...
Doing anything tonight?
You want to go out with me again?
Of course.
Me too.
Okay then. Tonight, why don't you come over to my house?
Cool, get to meet your olds.
Not if I can help it. They're at some hippie reunion thing in Raglan. I've got the house to myself.
First, we need to decide how many people should be on the management committee. How should we do this?
Oh, you got me there, Marj.
A sensible suggestion, please, Carmen.
The consensus?
I'll second that.
All those in favour, show of hands. Against? Right, carried 4-3. Consensus it is.
Very helpful, thank you, Guy. And can you suggest a workable number?
What about the average number of those who've attended the meeting so far?
How many did you say it was last time?
2, counting me.
And today there is 11. So that makes an average of 6.5. We'll round that down to 6.
Oh, that's a nice number for a committee, yeah.
Well, 6 it is then. What about you, Grace?
Oh, don't ask me, Marj. You know what I think about committees.
Then why are you here?
A lot of us are asking ourselves that.
Protecting my investment.
We're all protecting our investments, Grace. I'm sure Michael would agree with me.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, I was making a coffee and I got trapped.
Which raises the question of why we are meeting here and not in the boardroom.
Oh, no, not the comfy chairs.
I don't know, Marj. I think the Health Workers Networking Centre is the best place to get a democratic action, Guy.
Can we move this along, please? Some of us have work that won't wait.
So we can nominate members now?
Can we?
Yes.
Yes.
I nominate Carmen.
No, I don't think I've got the time or the energy. I mean, I'll support the committee, but I don't want to be on it.
That goes for me, too.
What about volunteers?
I think that's an excellent idea. Marj?
Well, I don't see why not. We need really dedicated people in these positions. We should choose 6 of the volunteers, shouldn't we?
Sounds like a good idea.
Everyone happy with that? Very well, then. Volunteers, raise your hands.
Hi. Can you tell me something? What? Well, you have to be honest. All right. Well, am I a nice person? Yeah. Thanks. No, you are. I don't care what anyone else says. Oh, great. Well, you're a million times better than that stupid puss bucket anyway. Which one? Nick. What's he done now? Well, you know how he took me to the ball? He only did it because Johnny threatened to punch his lights out if he didn't. And then he dances all night with this other girl, and now they're together. You mean Brittany? Brittany Walton. This is perfect. You reckon? Trust me, Minnie. If you want to see Nick get what's coming to him, just sit tight and don't do a thing.
Well, Marj, it seems that you've still got an apathy problem, yourself being an exception, of course.
I don't agree. Marj has rallied support mainly on the one issue, right?
That's right. Dr. McKenna's outright refusal to consider a review of the clinic's uniforms.
Indeed. And people have shown enough interest to come along here and participate.
Is that what we were doing? I thought we were fossilising.
Shut up, Chris.
Since when has shut up been one of the tools of consensus decision-making?
I don't have time for this. Let me know what you decide. Carmen, Annie, Megan, 5 minutes.
Look, I think we don't have to elect a fixed long-term committee.
Now, there's a good idea.
So we have been wasting our time.
Not at all. Why don't we just have a committee consisting of whoever has the available time and energy whenever meetings fall due? Today, that is us. We could retain Marj as convener of the meetings and maybe secretary, and just rotate the chair. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's settled then. Now we can move on to item 1 of the agenda.
What about the minutes from the last meeting? Sorry.
Which is uniforms. Now, as I said, Michael has made his opposition to a suggestion of new uniforms perfectly clear, and I, for one, would like an explanation of this.
Here.
Ah, certainly. Look, I admit that new uniforms would give the clinic a more modern look, enhance our image in the marketplace, and it would reflect the new spirit of cooperation here at Shortland Street.
Right on.
But we are talking major expenditure, which, frankly, we just cannot afford. I hardly need to remind you of the circumstances of our financial bailout from Ideal Health. We are still struggling to get on an even keel. So I am afraid this is one idea that will have to be put on hold indefinitely.
In fact, Michael, there are funds set aside for such contingencies. All you have to do is agree to make them available.
There you are, then.
Precisely. I mean, the whole place needs a jolly good facelift.
Like you said, image, marketing.
Style, sophistication.
And I hear St. Catherine's are planning a major revamp in the near future.
Well, in that case, count me in.
All right, so do I take it the management committee is issuing me a directive to look into the matter of new uniforms?
Definitely.
I will get on to it immediately.
Power, Marj. Intoxicating, isn't it?
I'm sorry about all the boxes at home.
So what are you going to do about it then?
I'll shift them, honestly, okay? In between finding somewhere to live and starting the business and everything
Stuart,
else.
can you spare me a moment?
Yeah, sure, what?
Blood gas results from Mr. Zimmerman and Kirsty. You wouldn't be able to give me an inkling of when Jo is likely to bother returning to her duties, would you?
I wouldn't have the foggiest.
Oh, she didn't turn up for a shift.
Well, why don't you ask her flatmate?
Sorry?
Where is Jo?
Oh, well, she rang up a few days ago.
Did she say she was delayed?
Not exactly.
Oh, well, then when is she going to reappear?
I don't know. Well, what am I, psychic?
All the world's a stage, and you're an excellent player, Jenny Harrison.
I felt like a pawn of the ruling classes feeding you that line about contingency funds.
You were doing them a favour, and so was I.
I sense a patronising speech coming on.
Bread and circuses, while they bicker on trying to get consensus on the sort of uniforms they want, the running of the place can carry on as per normal.
They'll follow it through, you know.
Good, I'm sick of the uniforms too. Think I'll get a designer in.
Oh, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Got his number?
Ellen Crozier. Jo Jordan, where are you? This isn't good enough, Jo. Couldn't you have called in yesterday at least? Okay. Okay. We'll talk about it then. Are you all right? Pleased to hear it. Hurry home. Bye now.
You didn't miss much.
So is the world still safe from slow-motion democracy?
That's right. Marj will run for Parliament. How's Min?
Oh, still wallowing in ball fallout, poor thing. Mind you, I'd change places with her in a second, though.
Johnny?
Fine. Oh, you know. Grace, you knew and you didn't tell me anything?
I'm sorry, Alan. I didn't know how to...
You are some slow learner. You knew something and you didn't tell me again.
Hey, this was Johnny's place to tell you, not mine.
So once again, I'm the last to know.
That's not what's important. What is important is that he's told you the truth.
Grace, if you know anything about my family, now or in the future, I want to know, whatever it is. Will you do that for me?
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of counselling opportunities in vitro. It can take several attempts before anything happens, if at all, huh?
In the public system, they get 3 chances. We can give them more than that.
At a price.
True enough.
What about the ethics?
What about them?
Well, there's been some very, very dodgy things in the business overseas.
We're not overseas, Guy. I'm sure you'll find our standards and procedures are all fairly strict.
So no 90-year-old woman giving birth to quintuplets.
What do you think?
Well, I guess you may be asking the wrong Warner.
Hey?
Chris has had a lot more experience in the field of fertility.
Save it, Guy. I'm trying to have a good day.
Somehow, I get the feeling he's not flavour of the month with you. What's the story?
No story. Just as usual, shallow double standards.
Oh?
That's it. Nothing you don't know already. Change the subject.
Well, I'd love to, but it would ruin my reputation as a busybody meddler. Double standard.
I'm suddenly very bored.
Very touchy.
Chris is a jerk, all right? He's so far from himself, he can see daylight.
Thanks.
Johnny.
Anne, how's your day going?
Oh, I've had better. I want to talk to Lauren.
Why? I mean, is it necessary?
Only from the point of view that this will have a profound effect on all our lives. Yours, mine, Minnie's, theirs probably. I want to get this out in the open. I don't think secrets work very well. Do you?
Fine. What say you let me tell her first that you want to see her?
Why don't I just go and see her?
Oh, she's entitled to a bit of warning, don't you think? After all, this has got to be as big a deal for her as it is for us.
Okay, I think you're right.
Thanks. I'll go see her tonight.
Of course, it should be stylish. Oh, my word.
Yeah, but then it's got to be functional as well. It's a tough call.
I suppose you'd like overalls.
I beg your pardon. I have never worn overalls, thank you very much.
Something with a nice short skirt, don't you think, Lionel?
I reckon.
Strictly for comfort and easy knee manoeuvrability, you understand?
Oh, yeah, we understand. Maybe all the surgeons could wear little wee leather shorts.
Oh, at least they'd suit Grace.
Low-cut blouses, nipped-in waists, fishnets, stockings. How about you, Lionel?
Oh, I haven't worn fishnets since Massey, mate.
I won't ask. What I meant was, you fancy going to Kennedy's tonight? Bending your elbow?
Sorry, Chris, I've got plans.
You're leaving me lonely and bitter. Whatever happened to bloke solidarity?
Well. Must be a major breakthrough in self-awareness.
Yeah, nothing you'd understand.
Roaming the corridors, begging for company. I now understand why you're so depressed.
Who said I was depressed?
You did. You know, it's a sad day when I see you losing your touch, I must say.
I'm not losing my touch.
Yes, you are. Meredith, striking out.
Me. I turned her down.
Oh, hell froze over, did it?
She was revolting, if you must know. She pounced on me. All she wanted was sex.
Yuck.
Yeah, it was horrible, Guy. I'm not a bloody machine. It was squalid. If you ask me, she's lost it completely.
Come here.
I haven't got time.
Come here. Oh, the aftershave's industrial strength.
I slipped, okay?
Don't you have to shave first?
I did. Again.
Oh, where's Brittany taking you tonight?
Around.
Around where?
Around to her place.
Oh, that's nice. You can meet her parents.
Yeah.
What do they do, her parents?
Parties and concerts, mostly. Not tonight, though. But usually. 60s throwbacks. Even worse than you, Mum. G'day.
You ready? Hello, Mrs. Harrison.
Hello, Brittany. Come in. This is Mrs. Nielsen.
Hello.
Hello, Brittany.
See ya.
No offence, Jen, but how did he manage to attract something like that? She's so, cool.
It couldn't have been the makeup, could it? Have you seen any good flats?
Oh, yeah, one was great. Until I asked them what kind of music they listened to.
Oh, let me guess. Thrash metal. Anne Murray, Billy Joel. Am I getting close?
No, they didn't listen to any music at all.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they didn't have a television either.
Now that is sick. Are you going to make me live around all these boxes without telling me what's in them?
Maybe.
Well, that's unfair, Stuart. I'm risking the wrath of Joe here.
Okay. Herbal Planet. Skincare products, health products, all 100% natural and environmentally kosher.
Oh, let me see. What a great business, Stuart.
You bet, and no direct selling either. All I have to do is set up stores in supermarkets, health shops, pharmacies, etc. Keep them restocked with merchandise, Kirsten, and watch the millions as they roll in.
G'day, Stu. Hey, you've been ripping off a warehouse. Now, look at you. Sensational.
Hi, Greg.
Are you fancy a night out, seeing where chance may take us?
I can't. I'm booked. Come in.
For you, beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Limo was late, sorry. Mustn't keep Puccini waiting.
Italian restaurant, eh? Bit predictable, Kermit.
Actually, we're off to the opera. Madame Butterfly.
Come, my little chocho-san. Sayonara.
You have to... There.
Thanks. So now what?
Well, I wanted to make tonight really special.
Yeah?
And I thought I'd like you to get to know the real me. I really like you, Nick.
I really like you too, Brittany, and I want you to know that I respect you and I'm really responsible about all this sort of stuff.
I know that, Nick. That's why I brought you here tonight. This is Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Have you ever thought of letting the Lord Jesus Christ into your life?
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see.